what the Pentagon is doing to address this issue of drone sightings over New Jersey. It's near sensitive installations. The FBI is involved. What is the Pentagon doing?
Sure. So at this time, so aware of those drone sightings that have been reported, at this time we have no evidence that these activities are coming from a foreign entity or the work of an adversary. We're going to continue to monitor what is happening, but at no point were our installations threatened when this activity was occurring.
Can you rule out that these are American drones or U.S. military drones?
These are not U.S. military drones. Again, this is being investigated by local law enforcement. What our initial assessment here is that these are not drones or activities coming from a foreign entity or adversary.
Representative Jeff Van Drew, who is a Republican from New Jersey, was just on the air saying that Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones, and that mothership is off the coast of the east coast of the United States. Is there any truth to that?
There is not any truth to that. There is no Iranian ship off the coast of the United States, and there's no so-called mothership launching drones towards the United States.
Welcome to the new party. I'm Nora Christine.
I'm Gray Mars.
Vulgar Locker Room.
I'm Mia.
Hi, Mia. Welcome to the new party. Mia, thank you so much for joining us. Before we begin for our our first topic of the night, let everybody know where they can find you and what kind of content you do.
So I am a conservative content creator. You may find me on TikTok. That is the only social media I have at the moment. My name it's Mia, not Maya. And I've been on TikTok for quite a while and creating conservative content for quite a while as well.
Awesome. I'm so glad we found you, Mia. It's going to be a fun night. So our first topic of the night is about the drone sightings. So for weeks now, I've been hearing about these drone sightings in New Jersey. I thought it was science fiction. I thought it was conspiracy, as Gray likes to say. But turns out, Gray, this conspiracy was actually true. And I don't know what's scarier, the fact that they're not acknowledging that they know what's going on, or the fact that they're acknowledging that they don't know what's going on. Gray, the Democrat on the line, the most anti-conspiracy person probably on the line, what do you think about these sightings?
I think it's just like, I don't know if y'all remember a while back, they had the balloon sightings where they said China was doing all of this stuff. I have heard about the drones. I'm going to listen to the Pentagon and accept that this isn't from a foreign entity. I mean, I know Iran supplied Russia with a lot of drones. So, I mean, for them to have that much of a constant supply to also have a quote-unquote mothership to send to the U.S., I don't know if the supply chain could support that. What about you, Mia?
Well, considering the Pentagon has failed 8 audits and lost hundreds of billions, multiple trillions of dollars, I don't think we should take anything they say. They can't do their jobs. They can't even balance their checkbook. So why should we believe them?
Vulgar?
Yeah, it's all weird. Like I said, what I feel weird is the size of them. They're saying they're the size of SUVs. Like, I've never seen a drone that big and say that they're in the sky. And how would they get over here? It's like a whole ocean to go across. So what I was telling Nora is, if that did happen, the only fuel I know that could power something like that is like a small reactor, which could make them dangerous.
Right. Nora?
Yeah, no, I'm in agreement. I have another clip on it. We can watch that, and then we'll go into the other topics of the night. Let me play the other clip I have that shows what they look like.
To this point, suggested that these drones are coming from offshore, that when we try to make contact with them, they become evasive and elusive. From my perspective, if they are American assets, if they're American military, if they're American drones, and I think we owe the American people answers or explanations, but if they're not American made, if they're not American drones, then I think, we owe the American people action. And if no one else is saying, I'll be the first one to say it. If these are not American assets, then we need to get our assets into the air and blow one of these things out of the sky, pick up the pieces and figure out what we're dealing with. Because quite frankly, we're the United States of America. I mean, I think we need to do a better job here.
So yeah, they did blow one out of the sky last night. They marked off the area, very secretive things. I don't know, is it an alien invasion? Is it Iran? Or is it China? Because I'm hearing that there was someone from China that was arrested. I think this is a distraction. I think they know what's going on, but they're distracting. I think they're setting up Donald Trump to look stupid. That's my opinion. Mia, what's your thoughts?
I definitely think absolutely it is a distraction from something that is happening. I'm sure the Congress is up to something because right now we're in what they like to call a lame duck session. We only have a matter of 4 weeks left, 5 weeks left at the tail end of this administration before a new administration takes hold. So I really think this is smoke and mirrors. I think those drones are probably ours. They're distracting us from whatever they're cooking up, however much money they're sending away or whatever they're doing overseas. But it's definitely a distraction for sure.
Fun fact, me and Nora's daughter share the same birthday, and our birthday is January 20th, and it's inauguration day. So my birthday is every single inauguration day. What I would say is, Nora, is there any evidence that this was shot down? I haven't seen that on social media. I haven't seen it on the news. Where was it shot down at? Do you have that footage?
Yes, I do.
Well, I don't want to
Second.
skip vulgar. I was just asking the question.
Mhm.
But if there is some type of foreign entity and they did something like this, I'm sure whether it's Joe Biden or Trump, they're going to react with the full force of whatever they have at their arsenal. What about you, Volger?
I can't even comment.
For
Yeah,
sure.
I just don't have the information for it. I don't know if it's a distraction or not.
Well, a lot of smoke and
It's
fire
just, yeah.
on the highway and out in the distance.
Right, Vulgar, continue. I'm sorry. I just wanted to
Oh,
show
no,
that
go.
one.
No,
This
you
is
can go ahead.
since you said they didn't shoot it down, Gray.
Okay. I mean, is this like a reputable source or is this just, X
Oh
footage?
my God, Gray. Gray, the same sources that been calling this out for weeks before mainstream media started talking about it. Okay. It's the same source as that because I've known about this for weeks. Mia, have you heard about this for weeks now?
To be honest, this is probably the fourth time I've heard about this. Like I've read a couple Reddit on it, but I haven't really heard too much about it, which is kind of weird because I think I probably live closest to where this is happening, but I
Right.
haven't heard too much about it.
Right. I haven't heard much about it either, but like I was saying, like the China balloon things, I don't know if this is some type of ploy to necessarily make Trump look bad. Joe Biden is still in office, so I don't know if it's gonna be continuous after Biden is done, where it's just extra stuff to go at Trump. I have no idea, but
Well,
I
I
know.
mean,
Go ahead.
I think we really need to ask ourselves the simple fact that our first reaction as a country should be to shoot them out of the sky, point blank, period. It doesn't matter who they are, if it's private, if it's ours, if it's whatever. The first thing we should have done is used hostile.
Force.
Yes, thank you. We should have used hostile force and shot them out. Because even if they're private, it's fine. We can pay whoever owns them for the damages. But at the end of the day, it is still an unknown craft of some sort hovering over private people's property. And these people obviously have not given permission for that. So we should have shot them down weeks ago when the first sightings were there. So that's pretty concerning to me that the government is allowing unknown objects to be floating around in the skies.
UFOs.
Regardless, I mean, UFOs, drones, but I mean, it is concerning. I mean, we don't know, even if it is a private American, why are they hovering over their neighbors? What kind of intel are they trying to grasp? What are they looking at? What are they doing? These are questions we need to be asking, and the government should have shot them down.
I think Vulgar is right. I think the reason why they did not is because they have fears, like what Vulgar said, that there's nuclear reactive things that if they shoot it down, it could be like a hydrogen
Radiation,
bomb.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
right. You can't just shoot down something unless you know what's in it, I think, for the safety of it.
Yeah, for it to be, if they're that large, the size of SUVs, yeah.
Hmm.
Like just for them to be floating around, that's some good technology right there.